Chapter 17. Alternative Views in Macroeconomics. Keynesian Economics. In a broad sense, Keynesian economics is the foundation of modern macroeconomics. In a narrower sense, Keynesian refers to economists who advocate active government intervention in the economy. Monetarism. The monetarist analysis of the economy places a great deal of emphasis on the velocity of money, which is defined as the number of times a dollar bill changes hands, on average, during the course of a year. The velocity of money is the ratio of nominal GDP to the stock of money, or V equals GDP divided by M equals P times Y, divided by M. Alternately, M times V equals P times Y. The quantity theory of money assumes that velocity is constant, or virtually constant. This implies that changes in the supply of money will lead to equal percentage changes in nominal GDP. The quantity theory of money equation is M times V equals P times Y. The equation says that demand for money does not depend on the interest rate. Most monetarists blame most of the instability in the economy on the federal government and are skeptical of the government's ability to manage the macroeconomy. They argue that the money supply should grow at a rate equal to the average growth of real output, income. Y. The Fed should expand the money supply to accommodate real growth but not inflation. Supply-side economics. Supply-side economics focuses on incentives to stimulate supply. Supply-side economists believe that if we lower taxes, workers will work harder and save more, and firms will invest more and produce more. At their most extreme, supply-siders argue that incentive effects are likely to be so great that a major cut in taxes will actually increase tax revenues. The Laffer curve shows the relationship between tax rates and tax revenues. Supply-side economists use it to argue that it is possible to generate higher revenues by cutting tax rates. This does not appear to have been the case during the Reagan administration, however, where lower tax rates decreased tax revenues significantly and contributed to the large increase in the federal debt during the 1980s. New Classical Macroeconomics. New Classical Macroeconomics uses the assumption of rational expectations. The rational expectations hypothesis assumes that people know the true model that generates economic variables. For example, rational expectations assumes that people know how inflation is determined in the economy and use this model to forecast future inflation rates. The Lucas supply function assumes that real output, Y, depends on the actual price level minus the expected price level, or the price surprise. This function, combined with the assumption that expectations are rational, implies that anticipated policy changes have no effect on real output. Real business cycle theory is an attempt to explain business cycle fluctuations under the assumptions of complete price and wage flexibility and rational expectations. It emphasizes shocks to technology and other shocks. New Keynesian economics relaxes the assumption of complete price and wage flexibility. There is usually a role for government policy.